Hey everyone, Bruce here with another video on lists. There seems to be a topic that somebody asked about, and I thought I'd cover it now. So let's talk about it, okay? Let's create a list, okay? Let's just create a list here, students, okay? And that's how we create an empty list, okay? By the way, let's create a function here. Just call it main. That's the best way to do things, right? Put everything in a function. Okay, and let's call our function. Do I sound like a broken record or what? Okay, so let's we have an empty list of students. Now, how can we ask a user, say in a loop, to give you, say, 3, 4, 5, whatever student names, and then have those names appended, right, to the list in real time, because we're not going to hard code, a list of things all the time. So check this out, okay? So let's just do how many equals integer input. How many students will you be adding? Okay, question mark. Okay, and then we're going to say for, right? I in a range of how many, right? And then we're going to say, okay, I want to take that. Well, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. We need to get a name from the user. Student name equals input. Enter a student name, okay? And now we can say, we want to take that student's name, okay, and append it to students. So the way you do that is you start with the list name, students, and then you issue the append function, and then you enter the variable student name. Okay. So at the very end, we'll print out students so you can see how this works. Let me just save this, and we'll call it students, and then we'll run it. Okay, run. How many students will you be adding? Let's do 4. Jimmy Jones, okay, Sam Bell, Tucker Ting, and James Lee. And look what it did. We dynamically built a list, okay? A list of strings that happen to be student names, okay? Pretty cool, right? I mean, yeah. And then I think you all know, right? You can say for every student in students, right? You can print out the student name, right? So let me just run it. I'll just do 2 students. 2. I'll say Ron Covey, okay, and Dave King, and there's the list of students, and here's where I iterated through the list and printed out the names. Okay. Now, what happens if you want to do something like this? You want to delete a student from the list. Okay, that's in position 0. Okay, guess what? That's del space student sub 0. So let's run it. Let me save it. Let me run it. Okay. How many students will you be adding? I'll add 3. Okay. I'll say Dave King, Ron Covey, and Sam Jones. Oops, I got an error here. It says string object does not support item deletion. So guess what? Students. Okay. I made a mistake. Okay. I'm not perfect. Okay. So here we go. I'll be adding 3. Jimmy Johns, Sam Jones, Bruce Elgort. And there is the list of 3. But what I forgot to do at the very end here is say, hey, print out students so you can see that we removed the first student entered in position 0, right? So run. Okay, we'll say 3. We'll just go Bruce, Tim, and Tiny. So what's missing? Do you see at the bottom there? It says Tim and Tiny, but Bruce is missing, right? So there you go. You were able to delete the element 0 of students, okay? There's another way to do this, and you can say something like this. Take the students list and remove the element with the name. This is, you got to be careful here. We'll just say Jimmy. Okay, and then we'll print out students to show you students, so you can see how this works. So I'll do 4 names. One of them is going to be Jimmy. Okay, and one of them, one of them will be Jimmy. I'll do 4. We'll do Jimmy, John's, Bruce, Gail, and oops, list.remove X is not in the list. Did I not do Jimmy correctly? Students.remove Jimmy. Okay, let's try that again. It's good to make mistakes. Okay, actually, let me close this window so we can see it clearly. Run. Okay, and let's say 4. We'll say Jimmy, Sam, Tony, and Johnny. It's gonna work now. Oh, didn't work. What's going on? List.remove X not in class. Oh. List.remove X. So what's going on here? List.remove X. Do I have another statement here? Let's see. Let's see. Print students. Students.remove. We delete. Oh, we deleted it. Okay. We already deleted it here. So if I take this out, watch this, because I was entering Jimmy first. Okay, again, good to make mistakes. 4, we'll enter Jimmy, John, I don't know, Sherry, and Tony. Now it works. See what's happening when it can't find it by its name, right? When it can't find the element by name, it barfs. Okay, it barfs. Let me show you one more technique here. Okay, so I showed you how to use the del to delete a specific one. I showed you how to use .remove with a specific name. And by the way, the first time I did this, the reason why it didn't find it is because I had typed in J capital I instead of just the way it is here. So here's another way. Check this out. Item equals students dot pop. So check it out. So print item, print students. Okay, let's just print item so I can show you what's going on here. Okay, ready? Run. And we'll enter, let me close the window. See? I do the same thing you all do, okay? So let's enter 5, and we'll enter Jimmy, John, Gail, Bella, Tucker. So let's go through it. Printed out the list, printed out all the names, okay? We had Jimmy, John, Gail, Bella, and Tucker. That's the same list. And then we popped off, right? Tucker. We popped off Tucker. Popped it off, ripped it off the end, and assigned it to this variable, which is called item right here. So we popped it off, it assigned it to item, we printed it, and then I printed out students again to show you that it is now in fact gone. Okay, so I hope this video, even though a little convoluted and a little long, showed you how you can dynamically add items to a list, okay, and how you can remove them.